Evening, guys. Still grinding on the old Honkai. This is got all the ones I can pin. So wait till next week to do those. Hopefully I should be okay though. There we go. Need a pile of them too. Let's Hey, thanks for liking me in. How's it going? Back at it, got almost the second story about done. Hold on, let me check out my lineup.
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate with me like you did before.
There we go. Got my team ready to go. Alright. Let's hop to assignments. Missions, all kinds of shit. After you unlock the second story, it's like side missions, daily missions, just so much shit. Alright, let's do it. Where the fuck do I go? It's over there.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshe, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou.
Be a way to get in there. Ah, over here.
Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
For you. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. He's saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I have heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest. Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? Why would they betray the Law Fu? I don't understand.
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the Plague's author. Everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. And after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another. Curse it. What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human, lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood, and violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter, I will avenge my comrades.
Alright, go here.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through. This part needs to be recorded as testimony.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring. That shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a voice inside that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first. We tried many methods, spending multiple lifetimes of short-life species. Yet the arbor showed no signs of resurrection. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the abundant. So, you witnessed it too? The ambrosial arbor's resurrection. Magnificent. In the Befall era, so far in the past that even long-life species cannot recall, Sanctus Medicus, the Abundance, gifted the ambrosial arbor to the Xianzhou Luofu. With that sacred tree, humanity realized many miracles. The fallow earth, the western soapberry, but that devilish archer ruined everything. They twisted right and wrong and erased Sanctus Medicus's achievements. But soon we will return to the glory of the Befallen. You've seen—
Shut it, rambling rodent. The cloud—
What did we do? We cured our kin. It must hurt to be trapped in such weak flesh and blood.
You scum! If the Order allowed, I would cut you down now.
Oh, you don't understand. A short-life species couldn't understand. Mara struck? Bah! It's a second life gifted by Sanctus Medicus to eliminate the self, to achieve transcendence. I see a desire for power in your eyes. This life is too short for you, isn't it?
Don't listen. His words are...
We're just having fun, sir. Without the blessing of the abundance, you short-life species would never be able to endure the transformation.
When the Master Diviner gets back, we might be in for tough times. It's making me a little nervous. Are you ready?
It's still early. Where to now?
Cultured people love it.
Come on, draw already.
I don't believe it.
Oh, that's right. My Realm-Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase. More and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance, as if they're turning into some sort of monster. This certainly differs from what I thought I knew about the illness. We wouldn't have the audacity to trouble you with that. You're a capable person. And since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Mara. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm-Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, what? Come on. Nothing better than clocking off early. I read the letter. I'll be honest with you. I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm-Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the Seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier.
I read the letter you obtained from the Marastruck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Marastruck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy. Correct. The term merciful medicus is one of respect, one that any law-abiding citizen of the Alliance would never dare utter. It refers to none other than the enemy of the people of the Xianzhou, the one we now call the Plague's Author, the Eon of Abundance, Yao Shi. The author of this letter was likely the Marastruck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how he had such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The disciples of Sanctus. They were disciples of the Abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The Seat of Divine Foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation. If you come across any similar clues about the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the Seat of Divine Foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require. Don't worry. The Seat of Divine... I recently received some intel. It seems that we sent an undercover investigator out of... Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost You are a fresh face in the Lafu, and an outworlder. Danger is practically...
Such a... Yes. You rescue... If you go... Here's the situation. Their blood... That's... Well... A drag the video and miss. The rumor is... Not... However... I don't know. Now nobody can... That's what I want. And those duck... I'd like... The second thing... Like I said... Besides... Being strict... Take you... Aging can be... The Cien Mara... However... Seeing as we're all... You're the Oh... Great.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
You'd be a tool to miss it.
It's a good thing you met me now. It's still not too late.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Lady Bailu, I told you to follow my plan. You draw attention when you use your powers, and we still have to take care of the matter at hand.
I was only tending to the sick. Besides, you weren't even here just now. Where did you go?
You know full well about my situation, Lady Bailu. If there are people from the Ten Lords Commission present in the plaza, then... Who are you?
You're not a Ten Lord Spiritfarer. Why are you trying to frighten people?
I only left the Alchemy Commission for an official medical visit. There's nothing more to it, okay? The nurse here can vouch for me.
Easy, Lady Bailu. He's clearly not from the Alchemy Commission either.
Then don't scare me like that. Huh. Wait a minute. I've seen you before. In the plaza. I was surrounded by all those Marastruck. You rescued me, right? Vancia, you said you don't know the way from here, right? This guy's no push.
No, Lady Bailu. I don't trust him. Please leave us.
Tell the Realm Keeping Commission that Lady Bailu is in the Alchemy Commission's care, and not to meddle in other people's affairs.
You two, stop arguing! I think there's someone from the Alchemy Commission over there! You! Help us hide first!
You'd be a tile in the pool.
Need your extractor cleaned at your Starskip service?
I don't believe.
Brand new Celestial Jade. An ancient game to make your brain feel
Lady Bailu.
Coming! Help us get rid of him, please! We'll have plenty of time to talk later.
I'll ask first, and then decide what to do.
Need your extractor cleaned at your Starskip service?
Excuse me, guess do you not would mind? What do you say? Ah, so made it good. Here we are. This. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and there'd be no need for secrecy. Allow me to the disciples of. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, please excuse me. Our expansion. No need to be concerned. Ha! Every species. Foxians. As for to return to your quest, what use all you must. This script, of course. Excessive. Hey.
You're here under. I'm a cloud. They were suspicious. Shh. Listen carefully.
Where are you going? Where are you going? The trial. Take your time. You're finished? call.
Sure, but
No need. The disciples, it's time. Huh.
whoa, whoa.
We aren't. Very well. Good.
Listen, you went that way. We. Oh.
So, have you and you? Then.
Well then.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking.
Initiate cleanup.
I'm on guard.
Sword War!
What magnificent skill! He was I'm glad you prevent Purple Chrysanthemum. Blue... Oh, you've a long time... As such, well...
Those people are out. Wait, you... enough with the joke. I should report back to this...
You'd be a tool to miss a tile.
Extractor cleaned.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Green hibiscus, there's a letter here. What? The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Psycrane state.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need.
Not...
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
extractor cleaned?
What's written on this package? Code cracked. Huh. Judging from the... I'll use my phone.
Extractor cleaned? Do you start?
You'd be a tool.
Mauve Moon. This is the reliable disciple I mentioned, Grey Peony. This is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal.
You're going to get through this Great Alliance thing.
I like this kid. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? I can appreciate that. The devilish archer author's so-called salvation is no different from destruction. They use deceit and power to mislead the people of the Xianzhou, instilling fear in them about the blessings of merciful Medicus. The mission of the disciples is to strike down this groundless fear, so that the people of the Xianzhou can return to the warm embrace of merciful Medicus. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Do you have any questions? The boss? Keep fulfilling your duties as you have. I don't know. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus has the benefit is that even if our... That's sensitive information. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grape. I'm ashamed, but I was fortunately the now. Wait.
Mauve,
I detest him. Merciful in that case.
There we go, found it.
Immortality lives forever.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Let's test your knowledge.
Fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Great.
Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Time to go on the offensive. Ha!
Tedious. Fleeting light, roaring flood.
Firefly, type 4, in position. Move forward, ignite!
Never stop thinking.
A blade of moonlight.
0 points. Next.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Fail. Get out.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Granted a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
I'm on guard.
Call that defense?
Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward!
Secret of the safe.
Lance at the ready.
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzu lost contact with. He joined the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of Divine Foresight and tell Qingzu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of Divine Force?
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned?
Nice.
Though your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing.
Hey man, appreciate you.
I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be on
Using
for
notions of
another
power
hour,
and
so
life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures.
Fall asleep.
Down a path of no return. You've managed, and for all your efforts. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The current seat of divine, whatever the kids troubled me. Not at all, and the majority agent
This side
can't point
mission
it.
stuff.
Thousand-handed mercy, as I
Oh,
the scripture.
like,
The prescription there are, given that the if you turn up.
Why, hello there. So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. If this Lady Don still, all the more Lady Don.
Have you come for a divination? Have you come for a
Hey, young friend. It's been a while. You have... I heard from other... Thank you. A string. The specific. I could hardly leave your contact.
Oh, so you are. And these would be Miss March 7th and Mr. Yang, I presume.
That's right. I'm the first one. He's the second. We're here to help.
March, try not to sound too excited. We're here for work, remember?
You're the one getting excited. My first detective case. Finally, my intelligence and wisdom have a chance to shine.
Miss March, Mr. Yang, I've been looking forward to meeting you. Make yourselves comfortable. One moment, please. Jingyan! Give me the photos!
Coming. Stop yelling. Thanks for waiting. These are the Outworld travelers who were sighted in the location specified by the General and the Master Diviner. This was 2 days before the Ambrosial Arbor came back to life.
We'd like you to take a look. Do you recognize any of them as a threat?
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects. Uh-huh. I see. What's wrong, Mr. Yang? See anything fishy?
Who's he? I'd like to see more information on him.
Which one? Let me see.
I thought we talked about copying.
I don't have any concrete evidence, but I think he's worth checking out.
Oh, him? I remember him. He's a traveling merchant. He trades throughout the universe. Knows a thing or two about remedial arts, too. He registered himself on the Xianzhou as... what was it again?
Locha. His name is Locha.
That's right, Locha. He came to the Xianzhou with a huge box this time. Some sort of funerary contraption. It had a funny name. Something to do with coughing. It was pretty conspicuous. I had to ask him about it.
A coffin. It's a tool that certain non-Xianzhou travelers seem to use in death rites. I'm guessing our guests here might recognize it.
Huh. I swear he said coughing. Anyway, we checked him out. His record on the Xianzhou is squeaky clean. As for this caffeine thing...
Coffin.
Yeah. Either way, it definitely had something to do with funerals. There are lots of travelers on the Lafu, each with their own star system and death rites. I guess that must be Locha's line of work. Is there something up with him?
Not necessarily, but... Necessarily.
Is one of the Lafu's crucial central city. Locha arrived on the Lafu a few days...
I figured it out! Oh yeah, I get...
You lot are enthusiastic, I'll give you that. The reason I mentioned the day before the resurrection is because we have no idea what he did that day. The resurrection brought about unusual yin-yang phenomena that caused the entire Psycrane system to malfunction. The image data from the day of the incident is beyond restoration, and the data from that day before... We will, in due course. But we can't be too general. Specific questions are key. Not to mention, without a clear suspicion, it would involve multiple... So, if you feel this Locha is suspicious in some way, make it known. Then I can arrange for his detention and interrogation.
Mr. Yang, you were going off of his appearance this whole time? I thought you had some super secret thing up your sleeve. Didn't your mom ever tell you no?
Sorry. What I mean is... It's difficult to explain, but my instinct tells me this Locha is involved somehow. Apologies.
That's all right. Instinct is an important part of any Realm Keeping Commission investigation. There are times when my gut tells me something's not right, and there's usually a reason for it. I'm with you on that. Be that as it may, as an official, I can't go bringing someone in based on a villainous appearance.
Because if a complaint led to his dismissal, it would leave a blemish on his resume, making it difficult for him to advance his career for the next few centuries.
No! What are you talking about? Anyway, if you want to investigate, I can grant you access to the Foursquare Mirror. Jingyan, you'll be assisting our esteemed guests in their investigation.
Isn't it inappropriate for an officer of the Realm Keeping Commission to assist the public in investigating someone?
Not at all. Make sure you keep me updated on progress.
We're thankful that you're entrusting this to us. We'll keep it by the book.
Don't worry. The Express crew keeps its promises. We won't disappoint you.
Jingyan, over to you. I need to get going.
Understood. This might take you some time. Come and find me when you're ready.
Hoo-wee! We may be new to the Xianzhou, but we're already investigating the mysterious disappearance of Luocha. Am I? I feel pretty normal. Anyway, this case has really got my detective blood pumping. I need to get to the bottom of it. I've been familiarizing myself with the Angler mystery lately. I think it's safe to say I have the best investigative mind on the Express at this point.
You have good taste, Miss March. The Angler Mystery is a classic detective novel on the Xianzhou. I read it when I was young and dreamed about working in the commission ever since. I didn't think it would be a
fellow reader! But Miss Qingyan, the author, Su Feng, was the lead medical assistant in an apothecary, and the main character, the Angler, is a healer. Why didn't you want to join the Alchemy Commission instead?
A number of reasons. This job may be trivial, but I have my reasons for being here. Plus, the threshold for the Alchemy Commission was too difficult for me to reach.
Oh, I see. But your lives are so long. Shouldn't career change be easy?
I considered it once. That was a long time ago. The longer I stay in this job, the more I understand its purpose. Fighting crime, helping the weak, solving the problems no one wants to touch. It's a satisfying feeling.
Wow! Good for you, Miss Qingyan.
Sounds like you really care.
I can bring up the data anytime from... All right, follow. As official Dahao mentioned, the Arbor caused unusual yin-yang phenomena, which affected the entire Cycrene system. We lost a lot of video footage, and for the image data we recovered, the timestamps are all jumbled up. Look, this is Mr. Luocha on the day prior to the resurrection.
So we have to clean up and reorder the footage.
Exactly. Thank you again for your...
This is your forte. Over to you. That's right. And you're the sidekick. What do you think? Let me see if this... Then he goes...
The logic in...
Where does this...
I checked the...
Why? I don't think that's why that gate...
The key quit...
I can find...
Understood. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Your assistant... Thanks for waiting.
Are the corrupt...
For some of...
Thank you.
Shut...
Now that...
the drug has the same...
So...
Yeah!
Hold your horses, everyone. I recognize this child now. That's Yinshu, the young shopkeeper at Spare Time Bookshop.
Too bad, Marge. The Cycrenes...
All right.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help. Do you know how to fix a star skill?
I don't see the shopkeeper.
Business hour.
Okay.
Have you read the novel about the 10 Lords Commission?
Hey, mister.
Huh?
Because... Pig? This guy.
Oh.
The question.
Dang it.
About...
Do you know how to fix a star skill?
Are you Yinshu? Yeah, you're heading... Oh,
Right. I remember that day. After I closed up the store, all I remember...
On the contrary, still...
My store... He came in. Everything's... After that, I can't...
So...
The angler... Mr. Yang, if I knew...
Let's not get into how, and I think...
I don't understand.
Exactly.
That...
I'm afraid...
So... That's more like it.
By the realm.
So, we now... Nice! Yes. Hi, it's a shift. Thanks for the help.
So...
I think it's...
Oh?
That won't be... It's too early. Yay! Ready? I'm... Okay. Right. I'll be using the angler's deductive method.
And now...
Quit messing around. Oh, almost. Next.
But...
You think... Fine.
Such a... Even if Lodshaw was able to unlock the door, what was his goal?
His villain friends must have been waiting on the other side to buy the Stellaron. He went to meet them.
I think about it, something's not right. Why would they rendezvous at a military airfield?
Because, well, we're too law-abiding to understand bad guy logic.
Hold on. This would have been too quick a route.
And?
We're trying to Why is...
You know...
Do you have answers? Let's test your knowledge.
Initiate cleanup. Detonate.
Like fireflies, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Lance at the ready.
Monster layers in black...
Is it really? It's more anyway.
I didn't expect... I wonder. The buyer is waiting there. Time to head over.
Stop right there. State your...
no.
Isn't Pooh?
That's...
Hey, Can you... Excuse me. Never mind.
I have a...
Delivery?
I wonder...
Stop right there.
No.
Isn't Pooh?
That's...
Hey, Can you tell... Excuse... Never mind.
I have a...
Delivery?
I wonder...
I said...
Watch out. Threats will get...
Hey!
Enough to hang fire.
True. You're just...
My apology. I have important...
Working undercover. March's lock?
I'm off.
That's...
Take your time.
War takes the page.
Boss, this is the one. He brought the delivery.
I'll be the judge of that.
I couldn't think of anyone else to be Mr. Yang's boss.
This is our boss, Startaro Bubble. Let's see this delivery and make it snappy.
So what? This is the Tea Society, remember?
Not before I see the money. I'm sure you understand the rules of such a transaction.
Save it. Show us the goods first.
Easy now. The item in question is extremely dangerous. It's understandable that our friend here wants to take extra
I'm not sure.
Who are? Give him the money. Happy now? Ready to hand it over?
Be careful. Dangerous is an understatement with this item. I'll take my leave.
Yes, you will. Permanently. Puar, get rid of him.
Oh, this was all going so swimmingly.
Selling a dangerous item to me makes you my accomplice. And I've got too many of those. To keep our little secret safe, I'm afraid I need to take special measures.
When it comes to minor details, March can be very logical. As for the rest of the story... Speaking of which, when did I turn into an Arumaton?
That's Puar's little secret. He transforms into an Arumaton in dire situations.
And there I was, thinking you gangsters still had some decorum.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next.
Executing attack!
Like fireflies to a fiery spark from the sun. Until everything burns to ashes! Firefly, type 4, in position. I shall...
Receive divinity.
Thank you. I will keep fighting.
To the finish!
Let's fight!
Nice scratch. Lance ablaze. Flaming wings. Forward!
you have answers?
This is more than a battle.
Lance at the ready.
Call that defense? Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Pity you chose the wrong enemy. Abyss flower, bloom.
Nice teamwork.
That which is seized must be repaid. The dead will return!
Joining the battle.
Never stop thinking. 0 points. Next. SAS knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Defend the weak.
Sam in position.
Let's test your knowledge. Fail. Get out.
Darn it! This isn't over!
Fights.
And so Luocha.
Let's win. That which is seized must be repaid.
Oh. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Call that defense? Never stop thinking.
Joining the battle.
Allow me to see you off.
I'm on guard.
Let's wait and see. That which is seized must be repaid. I underestimated you.
I'm asking the question.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
Evening, Julian. How's it going? Back at it.
Pity. You chose the wrong.
Halt! Who goes there?
Uh-oh. His only escape is...
I'm aboard, Luocha. Time to get out of here.
So Luocha hopped on a star skip and fled with the help of his accomplice. And that, ladies and gents, is the truth behind Luocha's disappearance.
So, who was piloting the star skiff?
I'm not sure either. The pilot didn't show themselves, so let's just assume it was him. Too many faces, too small a budget. Maybe next time.
March, as much as I enjoyed your deduction, I do have a few questions. For example, if Luocha took flight from the dock, how could he appear in side crane footage 2 hours later? Also, the dock is a military installation. The Cloud Knights would be on the scene at the slightest disturbance. How did so many monsters show up without warning? Last but not least, even if Luocha did encounter all of the troubles you described, it wouldn't have taken him 2 hours to escape.
You're right, Mr. Yang. I guess I can't compete with the angler just... You know what? Time for some field work. Maybe the answers to our questions are waiting for us at the scene.
That might be the best approach.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
Excuse me, officer.
He's...
Traveler with blonde?
He saved our life.
Since when did we start sharing?
Back in...
Oh. Mr.
Can I ask?
It was...
We were...
Are you...
Dark Club?
We...
Wait.
There we were.
I lost my footing and slipped right in. My associate here, Ford, yelled after me.
Side quests.
Don't panic! Ford's got your back! 2 seconds later, he landed on my back.
Unfortunately, the ditch was connected to a sewer outlet.
No wonder Yinshu said she had to cover her nose.
Anyway, thankfully, Mr. Luocha was passing by and dragged us back to dry land. It took all his strength, I'll wager. A thousand thanks, kind. Without your bravery, we'd never have gotten out of that ditch alive.
No, sir. That if you ever need anything, and it's within our power to help, you can count on us.
Even it's beyond our power to help.
That's too kind of you. It was nothing, really.
Nonsense! You went out of your way to...
Don't worry about it. You should head back home now. Take care.
No, we can't thank you enough.
Oh, one moment, both of you. There you go.
I don't know what to say. Sorry to trouble you. We'll take...
Watch your step. Wouldn't want to find ourselves in another ditch now, would we?
Here, that's the prescription.
A paper flower? It's beautiful. Did Luocha make this?
That's right. He wrote down the prescription and folded it into shape.
A man of romantic sensibilities, one might say.
The paper looks familiar.
Of course. We'd already opened it when we showed it to the pharmacy.
We were planning on handing it over to the Realm Keeping Commission. We suspect it's probably our best chance of tracing him.
We can take it off you. We'll let you know when we find him. Let me see. Of course!
What is it?
It's the title page of the Angler Mystery. The prescription's on this side, but on the back there's... Huh? Take a look yourself. The immortal spoiler? Ugh, some people just want to watch the world burn. I'm starting to think the Luocha we envision doesn't square with a real one. Would a villain do a good deed? Ugh, so we paid for the book and tore off the title page to protect people from the spoil. He must be a fan of this book too. I knew Angler Mystery fans couldn't be bad.
How is everything?
Beautiful beings! Are you disciples?
He looks beyond saving.
He could be in considerable danger. Let's proceed.
Never stop thinking.
Joining the battle. Executing attack.
Like fireflies, I will fight for myself. Until everything burns to ashes!
Essayus Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Time to go on the offensive.
Tedious.
Lance ablaze. Flaming link. Forward!
0 points. Next.
I must apologize. I cannot believe that such a beautiful creature was merely a hallucination. Its deceptive and threatening nature is much uglier than its appearance would suggest.
You mentioned this thing transformed into an object of beauty. Something that he once spoke of, but that you never personally encountered.
Yes, it was something he mentioned that I wanted to see in person.
I see. This, together with the fact that March's hallucination claimed to know her past, suggests that these visions feed on people's subjective experiences and long-term sentiments. In order to take the form of what they personally desire.
So, in Argenti's eyes, Wubbaboos are a thing of beauty. But my past isn't something I'm constantly thinking about. I have plenty of other dreams.
That's not how it works.
The desire to know your past embodies purity itself.
Oh man, appreciate you.
A thing of immense value.
I wonder if the dying words of those ugly menaces can be trusted. As the saying goes,
Hey,
even an insect
What's
speaks
up?
kind words when death is near.
Are you implying that the insect imparted
Just
you
doing
with
some
a message prior to
Trailblazer
its demise?
continuance and companion quests.
Correct.
Getting caught
Its
up.
final words were, "Celebrate this superficial victory, for you will never be able to acknowledge the existence of the Overlord."
Let's ignore the fact that you understand insect speak for now. That's... Wait! I think I understand. When reading through the chronicles of interdimensional insects in the databank, I came across a species that had only been described in records. Due to the lack of research samples, the author gave it a tentative name. Giant Sting. This species can reach tremendous proportions and is big enough to swallow an entire star knot. I believe the Overlord Argenti mentioned could be referring to this colossal being. And we're...
I think I understand. We are in the belly of the beast.
Yes, that's my theory.
I see. That would explain what Velite and I experienced earlier.
What do you mean?
Did Velite mention that he was trapped in a dark and enormous cave when we first met? Now that I think on it, we did hear sounds akin to swallowing and other movements from the cave.
Yes, and your flight path happened to intersect with the Express's Star Rail, meaning we might have encountered the very same giant sting. Now, we need to see if we can prove the theory correct.
Oh, what is that?
Huh. It looks like our theory has already been confirmed. Let's talk to Mr. Ye.
Oh, it's so quiet. Someone say something.
After meeting...
Oh, never mind.
How's it going? Has there been any progress?
Let me explain the situation.
Well, am I a big bug or something?
I see. If the Express has been swallowed, then perhaps we could try pushing the Express's engine into a temporary state of overload and use the momentum to burst out of the giant Sting's body.
Warp jumping requires a lot of preparation, and it might alert the swarm.
It would be risky. The engine might overheat and burst into flames. Still, I don't have any better ideas.
I am not fond of the...
In a word, the outer components of the Express may well be melting in gastric acid as we speak.
It would seem our enormous, hideous enemy.
No. So my teddy bears and bunnies are gonna be liquefied by stomach acid? I've had them for ages. I need to find a way to save them.
Let's stay calm. I need some time to check the engine with Himiko. For now, just try and take your minds off the situation.
It's all right.
Have you noticed? Morale on the Express is low.
It's all right. It's rare to see March genuinely worried. But given the circumstances, maybe you could try reassuring some of the crew.
The Express has faced all kinds of obstacles on its journey. Today is just another one. It's no reason to stop trailblazing. Such is the very essence of trailblazing. It is through these trials that we find wisdom and maturity.
The Express is
How is this even possible? I've been swallowed by a cave twice now. Is this my destiny?
We need to get out of this thing's stomach as soon as possible. Pom-Pom doesn't want the Express to sustain damage.
Everyone, just calm down.
Calm yourselves, all of you. I am bidding farewell to this flora. After having made friends with all the beings on the Express, and having discussed the beauty with each of you, I can now depart this mortal coil without
Ugh, can you and the Fern get a room already? How can anyone establish a bond with a houseplant? Although, I guess you could say the same about me and my teddy bears.
The Express is home to all of us. No matter what happens, we're in this together. Woohoo! You're back! Although I guess that doesn't change our odds.
Who knew our first meeting would be our last? It's hopeless. I'll just spend the rest of my short life listening to your ramblings about the Express, I suppose.
Nonsense. This won't be our last meeting. But I'm happy the Express has started to grow on you. Now, where should Pom-Pom start the story?
Are you really about to tell a story? Look, it's been nice meeting you and all, and I'd love to shoot the breeze. But are you people really just going to give up?
Belate, I will escort you to your destination. A knight always keeps his word.
Don't assume you can reassure me that easily. I've got a heart of stone, you hear?
Okay, that's enough. In times like this, we should be trying to give each other hope. No, the Express...
I've completed the engine inspection. Though the warp device isn't immediately operational, I believe we can still manage brief spurts of acceleration. Unless there are any major objections, I'll begin preparations.
Mr. Yang, one moment, please. I've suddenly happened upon an idea that might just help resolve our crisis. While the Express is being prepared, I would like to speak with him in private.
Seriously? Can't you just tell all of us?
Were I to air such a proposition among you, verily it would be dismissed in an instant. Yet, as a knight, it is my duty to aid the Express in resolving this issue.
Oh, so you're a mind reader now, too?
At this stage, any plan is a plan worth hearing. March, hang fire. Let's see where this leads us.
Thank you. I apologize for being so abrupt. You must find me strange for wanting to speak with you alone. I will tell it to you straight. I have a strong sense that as a Knight of Beauty, I have a duty to fight this battle. I propose that I disembark from the Express to confront the giant Sting directly. My strategy is to pierce its stomach with my lance, triggering spasms that may cause it to eject the Express. It is challenging for me to articulate this phenomenon. Yet when I observe certain entities, an indistinct sensation of beauty arises from my core, discernible only by instinct. Perhaps my long solitude traversing the cosmos has made it difficult to discern where these sentiments originate. But as a knight, I realize my obligation is to safeguard the seed that embodies beauty, standing as a bulwark to defend it against all. The Astral Express is that seed. It feels warm, like a home to me. I am certain that this is thanks to the strong friendship you have with one another. That is why I must swear to fight to protect this warmth, rather than be protected by it. I am willing, time and time again, to protect these seeds of beauty, to allow them to bloom into pure and radiant flowers, to demonstrate my devotion to them. It is an inherent part of the journey of Argenti. In the pursuit of defending beauty, I have bled into unconsciousness, and in the ensuing stupor, I have witnessed countless times their traces spreading from beneath my feet, reaching into the unknown before me. My rational mind tells me no. Yet my heart tells me to believe. In those past hallucinations, I kept running. Their footprints on the mire-ridden path moved me to a sadness beyond tears. And every time, I was a breath away from catching a glimpse of their figure.
Thanks, man. Thanks for the little raid. Appreciate you. Hey guys, yeah, I'm just doing my companion. Appreciate ya.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, I'm pretty early in the game. Just started the Jarlo 5 and on the Alliance. Now I'm just doing, I guess, Trailblaze continuance missions. What were you getting into tonight? Try to clear up some of my mission log, but you know how that is. Probably gonna take a while.
Yes, this is my wish. It is a never-ending cycle of falling and standing up again. Each time I wander closer to death, it gets me closer to the path the beauty once walked. This is my vow as a knight of beauty.
This guy's pretty dramatic, isn't it? Yeah, usually my main games is like World of Warcraft and Classic and Diablo. I started playing Zenless and then my nieces got me into it. Said you should try Honkai, so I got a sponsor for it, so I started playing it. It's pretty fun actually. Not big in the turn-based, but I was like, the story in that makes it pretty engaging.
I shall find a way to escape. It matters not if my flesh is pierced by the insect's horns. The closer I get to death, the closer I may get to the path of the beauty. I apologize. I have been rambling. As I said, articulation has never been my forte. Let us return to the point at hand. Do I have your support? You do. Thank you.
What all you been playing?
Your understanding is more precious than any treasure. I have faced many a traveler, encountered flattery and provocation aplenty. It is rare to find a spirit as pure as yours. In that case, please forgive my inappropriate manner. Our friendship is new, but was forged in the heat of battle, which I only wish we had been able to conclude. I hope now we may conclude it still, that I may leave without regret. I shall prove my will with the blade, defend my honor, and uphold my dignity with the protocol of combat. Win or lose, I will accept the outcome, and thus bid you farewell. My friend, it is an honor to fight again.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Never stop thinking.
Attack!
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Indestructible.
Blue 4, ignite!
Tedious. Fleeting, roaring flood. All will be revealed. In lunar flame. A blade of moonlight.
Pledge thy loyalty. My gallant friend, put forth your
Attack
might.
detected.
You fool! Rise to the challenge.
Let's test your knowledge.
The flesh wound. Rise to the challenge.
Ready for death.
Not a scratch.
This is more than a battle. It's a fight!
Do you have answers?
Bear witness to honor. Rise to the challenge.
Stand down and I'll spare you.
Joining the battle.
Lance ablaze. Lightning wings. Forward!
Call that defense? Think.
Let the duel commence. Pledge thy loyalty.
Executing attack!
Like firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Firefly, type 4, in position. Blue 4, ignite!
The flesh wound.
I'm on guard.
Sayus Percipi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Rise to the challenge.
0 points. Next.
Fleeting light, roaring flood. A blade of moonlight.
Fail. Get out.
Nowhere to run.
Rise to the challenge. The flesh
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Behold, this symbol of pure beauty. You're fighting a gentleman.
I'm asking the questions. Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
This is more than a battle.
Recalibrating. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Ready for death.
Rise to the challenge. Never stop thinking. Fail. Get out.
Let the duel commence. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Flesh. Stab in
Lance ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward! Lance at the ready.
Rise to the challenge.
Bear witness. To honor. You're fighting a gentleman.
Joining the battle. Time. Detonate.
Tedious.
Stab in position. Executing attack.
Let's thy
Mission terminated.
Go, gallant friend. Put forth all your
Try
might.
harder.
Oh god.
My friend,
I just want to get server with.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Let's test your knowledge.
Time. Detonate.
Defend the weak.
let the duel commence. My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Executing attack.
Do you have answers?
Think.
I'm on guard. The finish!
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Oh shit.
Like fireflies to a fight for myself. Until everything burns to ashes!
A blade of moonlight.
Rise for the challenge.
fighting a gentleman.
Lance at the ready.
Nowhere
Lance
to
ablaze. Flaming wings. Forward!
Rise to the challenge.
Firefly, type 4.
Cleanse thy foils.
Recalibrating.
My gallant friend, put forth all your might.
Essayus Perkin. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
I'm on guard.
Rise to the challenge.
0 points. Next.
Your demeanor, strength, and the etiquette of your combat. I admit, you have won me over. Extraordinary and enjoyable in equal measure. Encountering an opponent of your caliber proves the existence of the beauty. The end of our battle signifies my departure. The moment has finally arrived for me to bid farewell to the Express. Dear friend, I assure you, I am not a reckless person. I will ready myself for the opportunity to escape. I came to the Express to help you find a solution to this crisis. When my mission is complete, I shall venture back into the cosmos. But the cosmos is boundless. We may yet have another encounter. Excellent, dear friend. After completing my mission here, I shall find somewhere else that requires my protection. Worry not. As a knight, I bear the resolve and honor of assured victory. My body, tempered by countless battles, will not easily be broken. Such a brief, fortuitous encounter. It has been an honor knowing each and every one of you on the Express.
Let's go talk with the others.
So, how did you talk with Argenti? I see. Based on our dealings with him so far, I can't say I'm overly surprised. Sounds like the kind of plan a younger me might have come up with. But that doesn't mean I approve of it. How do you see things? I suppose it all depends on how you see his understanding of and devotion to the beauty. If you're certain...
I took a nap just now. I dreamt there was another me piloting Argenti's... What's wrong with me? I never dream. After stealing Argenti's spaceship, I said to myself, go find Argenti. I'm not the type to start caring about people I've only just met. The dream made me feel a little uneasy. So what on earth is Argenti up to, anyway? Huh? What? He wants to fight that huge bug on his own? So all that talk of departing the mortal coil and bidding farewell to a planet, that was all serious? That's a suicide mission! And for what? Don't get me wrong, I don't really care. But if he dies, how am I going to turn my life around? Oh, why is he so difficult? Are his beliefs more important than his life? No way.
After jumping from the Express, I shall pierce the wall of the giant Sting's stomach. It should then violently convulse so the Express can escape the confines. Velite, Have you something to say?
It's reckless to put yourself in danger. Do you really have to fulfill your nightly duty? Isn't there another way? I just don't get it.
You too are worried for my safety. You may not have realized, but you have a unique and noble soul. I hope I can keep my promise to escort you to your destination.
You... Oh, what the heck? Fine. I can be brave too, you know. If you insist on doing this, then I'm coming. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be alive right now. I may not be as strong as you, but I'll do whatever I can.
I appreciate that, but it...
So you still want to do it? Don't die. I'll be waiting for you. After we fix this mess, you've got some spokesperson duties at my company to attend to. Just make...
Do not worry. You will hear my shout. Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all. Once the express is safely out, I will devise my own exit plan and navigate my way to safety. Until next, having witnessed this spectacle, I am sure you will come to grasp the depth of my in the sanguine, eternal night of the universe. My existence professes a loyalty greater than the guileless.
Hey! We made it! What is that? Did the Express make the universe explode?
No, this is a hallucination caused by the giant sting. The commotion must have led to a great shedding of wing particles.
Huh? Then maybe the insect wasn't that big. Maybe it was all an illusion.
I'm afraid not, March.
I bet Argenti would think these fireworks were really... beautiful. I didn't know him very long, but he was a pretty nice guy. I hope he made... The Express managed to escape the crisis, but Pom-Pom still feels a little sad. Pom-Pom wonders what happened to Argenti. Velite just left the Express too. He looked really upset. I guess he didn't know what Argenti was thinking either.
The Knights of Beauty are made up of individuals who are used to traveling through the cosmos alone. They're difficult to understand, and the starry sky is their home. Perhaps this fireworks show is a symbol of his honor.
But the fire and the starry sky, he didn't see it.
He has his own goals and struggles. After all, the Eon of Beauty has likely already...
You mean Adrilla? The one he wouldn't stop talking about? But he said he'd find them and fulfill his duty to protect...
The fact that Adrilla has fallen is tacitly acknowledged by some Knights of Beauty. Naturally, there are others who don't want to believe it. Like the one you met. He probably thinks that Adrilla is simply missing. Hiding somewhere beyond the crisis is over and our unexpected guest has left. But I think there's still something we should talk about. In your opinion? The beauty takes many forms, and different people have different answers. I wonder what exactly it is that the Knights of Beauty are pursuing through the cosmos. Let's assume that Argenti finds the missing Adrilla. Will he be able to recognize them with his human eyes? or obsessed with his version of them, will he turn a blind eye and not even see them for who they are?
It did seem like he had a kind of tunnel vision. And it sounded like he was holding himself to unreachable standards to attain his dreams. I didn't quite wrap my head around him. I guess if we're ever back in Bellabog and see a red-headed knight shouting into trash cans, "Idrilla! Are you in there? Idrilla!" I won't be surprised. But so what? I still think he was a nice guy. Even if he was a bit weird.
Where were we supposed to be going again?
I will head to hurt Mr. Ratio.
It's over.
Ignorant fools blindly. It is little wonder that. But next time, expect no intermediaries. I will come to personally.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on. The banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not. Shall we? Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next.
Attack!
Like firefly, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes!
Stand down and I'll spare you. All will be revealed. In lunar flame. A blade of moonlight. Blade fodder.
I'm asking the questions. Never stop thinking. Fail. Count.
To the finish!
Firefly, type 4, in position. Type power.
Lance ablaze.
Flaming wings! Forward!
Do you have answers? Mediocre.
Time to go on the offensive.
So this is the extent of miscreants materializing from the Inferno. Seems like Dr. Kendrick wasn't wrong. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood.
Initiate cleanup. Executing attack.
Fail. Count.
Like fireflies too, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Move forward! Ignite!
I'm on guard.
Fracture! The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Aster's whereabouts.
Lance ablaze.
Flaming wings! Forward!
Never stop thinking.
Lance at the ready.
worthy of my time.
Let's test your knowledge. 0 points. Next. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge is the measure of all things. It reveals truth and falsehood. A miracle. Fail. Get out.
Tedious. A blade of moonlight.
Zero points. Next.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame.
Sam in position. Do you have answers? Never stop thinking.
Lamps ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward! I'm on guard.
Nowhere to run.
Good work. You did very well. Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound. It was all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine. Yes. This business is... but there is one and that is something I'm... I've been waiting.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi. Logic, a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the Phase Flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
I cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar, and pulling the strings from behind the curtain is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic. While geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up. I have a fastidious nature. I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind,
I believe Asta will deal with it.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds. Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams. Every shadow on the Yao Qing could be me.
Be back on something tomorrow. Maybe get back in a while or something. Peace.